And I want to welcome my first guest. He's a film buff, and I'm really glad to have him on the show, and it's going to be fun to talk to him. Mr. Gregg Turkington. Gregg, thanks for coming on the show.
Congratulations on the TV series.
Thanks very much. This is our first episode, so we're sort of working out the kinks and having a lot of fun doing it as well.
Today on my segment, we're looking at Multiplicity, starring Andie MacDowell and Michael Keaton. This is Michael Keaton's finest hour, well, finest 2 hours, or finest...
What is the running time?
100 and...
Usually it says right on the back.
Maybe it's on the tape. 117 minutes, so it is his finest 2 hours, give or take a couple, well, 3 minutes. She's Murphy. I'm not sure what his character is called. The film doesn't really work. There's no chemistry. The age difference was just a little too vast. So
yeah, I remember seeing this many years ago. Not really my kind of film, but if you're into romantic comedies, I guess this would be a movie you want to check out.
It's you know what? It's one of those ones you see time and time again if you haunt the dollar bins. So pick it up, give it a chance.
All right. It reminds me of the old saying Murphy's Law, which says anything bad happens will.
And that's funny because I bought this film and I went home to play it and the tape was all messed up and it took 2 years till I found another copy. And when I did, I didn't really like it much. So that is kind of Murphy's Law.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I think it was long.
Anna Karenina is not, I didn't really like it.
I always prefer the remakes because it's a better movie and you can tell because the CGI and the technology.
And no commercials. When you watch the originals, it's usually on TV and you have to sit through a lot of commercials. So it's fun just to go to the movies and watch it the way the filmmakers intended.
Right. And they don't cut out the scenes with boobs and curse words and everything too.
Also, we got to see this one. This was kind of special. We got to see this a couple days before it came out, special sneak preview. And that was the first time I've been to a Hollywood sneak preview, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times you'll get invited to see whether or not the movie's working, and sometimes they'll change movies. It's got like a focus group.
Well, this one is good, so there was no reason to tinker with success.
Right, and I love this movie.
Well, with all the animals in it, they could have called it Animal House, too, because it was just filled with animals. And if you love animals, if you're an animal lover, and I know I am, you'll like this movie. I like the Fletch movies better, but I would still recommend this.
You have to admit that it was really weird.
It's very strange, but I've seen a lot of strange movies. One of my all-time favorite movies is Napoleon Dynamite, and it doesn't get much weirder than that. But this one tries, and it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't say it's for everyone. Probably someone that's looking for a sports movie wouldn't like this movie, but the rest of you will. So go check out Life of Pi.
Well, Life of Pi, very weird, but very well done by the great cinematographer, director Ang Lee. And I think this is going to be definitely, got my vote. If anyone's voting for Oscar, this is going to win Oscar. And
it's a little too weird for the Oscars.
I give it 4 popcorn bags. So check it out if you like the weird stuff.
I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and, I don't know, some sort of strange snack.
How about...
like salt... have you had those little crackers that are wrapped in seaweed?
Oh, yeah, like tofu.
Yeah, no, they're just crackers. It
was always funny to see Roosevelt with the cigarette and the cigarette holder.
Yes.
And I thought Bill Murray was going to ham it up a little more than he did. And I'm also going to add that I think this is your movie to win the Oscars. At least Bill Murray.
It's always been a bone of contention with me that there isn't a Best Actor in a Comedy award. And if there was one, Bill Murray, I think, would have a whole mantelpiece covered with these things. But when he does get dramatic, which he does very well, in every case, I think he's deserved the Oscar. And I think this is finally the year where he's going to get one. And thank God for that.
It will be Oscar's Sweet
Revenge. The director could probably win for this.
Roger Mitchell. And it will
Bill
be
Murray
Oscar's,
should have won before.
It'll be Oscar's Sweet Revenge that he wins Best Actor when he was not nominated for other movies. Thanks for coming on the show.
Good to be here.
And we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the film.
Bilbo Baggins, the Hobbit himself. And that's what really makes this movie rock and roll. He's sort of a personal hero of mine. And to see him fully realized like this, it makes your heart skip a beat. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
Today on my segment, Popcorn Classics, we have Dick Tracy, starring Warren Beatty.
Oh, well, I actually have a movie instead that I want to just surprise you with. This is a little surprise on your end. This time I brought in a movie.
All right.
So put
Okay.
Dick Tracy away. Put the dick back in your pants. It's up here, and I actually brought in real popcorn, movie theater
wow.
style popcorn.
Okay.
I thought we could spice things up because these movies are popcorn movies. By the way, this is kind of neat. We got champagne here, so I toast to I was going to say co-host, but he's a guest. Toast to the
this
best.
year I am.
Yeah,
And we'll
toast
see
to the
about
best. Toast to the guest. Toast to the best guest.
Tim Freeman for the Hobbit.
Tim Freeman. I think
This guy right
about
there.
Martin Freeman, who played Bilbo Baggins. All right. Well, maybe the champagne's getting to your head. Can I get more champagne if I'm not going to be able to get ice?
We toast all the nominees and all the winners.
What's your favorite John Travolta movie?
I would say Grease. I'm pretty into Grease. In fact, I also love Grease 2, which didn't win any Oscars, but which I believe is up to the same level of quality as Grease 1.
What about what's the name of that John Travolta movie where he was baby?
Primary Colors. Oh, no, Look Who's Talking. That wasn't the type of movie that generally wins Oscars. It was fun. It was a popcorn movie.
He was
It was
like a monster there.
And that was Battlefield Earth. If you like So Good It's Bad, watch this movie. It's kind of fun. If you've ever seen Showgirls or the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's something to watch with friends.
Yeah.
Maybe have a couple of drinks, a champagne or a beer or whatever, and watch these movies. Because John Travolta, he's made some great movies. I think he's got a 90% success rate, but every actor, no matter how good they are, even Bogey and Bacall made a couple of clunkers, and Battlefield Earth was John Travolta's Waterloo. I'm going to give it 5 bags anyway, though, because I think that the world does need a laugh. And I'll throw in maybe a shot of Jägermeister.
Well, it's not legal unless you are 21 and over, which is the name of the movie.
That's why I chose Jägermeister.
And ironically, you have to be 17 and over to see this movie. And perhaps that could be the sequel, 17 and under, or over. It'd be interesting to see what happens to this character once he becomes a doctor. Maybe you could call the movie, something about doctors.
Dr. 21.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we're not here to write movies. That's for Hollywood to take care of them. There's plenty of talented writers to take care of the writing of the sequel. But as fans and critics of film, we want to say, see what you can do to make this happen. Dr. 21 would be our suggestion. Not the best, but you'll have to live with it.
Well, at least it's original, because 21 and over is just something you see on signs at bars and things like that, whereas Dr. 21 is an original idea.
All right.
I miss the Munchkins. I gotta say, I miss the Munchkins. I never thought I would hear myself say that. And I know a lot of them, again, have passed away because they waited too long, but there is still one of the original Munchkins is still alive, and he's going around the country and signing autographs and things, and to not include him in this movie after he's been an ambassador for Oz all these years is kind of a slap in the face.
Well, I wonder if he went to the premiere.
I bet they didn't even give him an invitation. Toto, too. That's another character that I loved. As little dog Toto, and
I love it from the original Wizard of Oz. One of the greatest, probably the most quotable lines in all of movie is,
"We're not in Kansas anymore."
Toto.
And they're not in Kansas in this movie, and I think that's kind of a flaw in the movie.
Right. And I always like to use that expression when, for example, there's something strange going on, or we're in a strange situation. We had a flight recently to Phoenix, and it was delayed, and there was people were doing a terrible job of explaining what the delay was, and I turned to my wife and I said, "We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto."
Well, if the plane originated in Kansas, that would make sense.
Maybe 2 on the nose. My guest is acclaimed film buff, Gregg Turkington. Welcome back to the show, Gregg.
Hey guys, good to be here, and good to see you, Tim.
Good to see you. Thank you for your great report last week on Jimmy McNichol. It was very interesting.
That was a lot of fun getting to know Jimmy and talking to him about some of his work.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know who he was. So it's neat to learn about a new guy. My guest today is Gregg Turkington.
Hey guys, good to be here. And of course, I've brought lots of expertise with me this season.
And I'm celebrating we are in the summer, and this is the whole season of summer movies is with us. So I'm wearing my summer shirt.
Very cool shirt.
Very sort of Hawaiian in style. And I thought that would be fun to wear the shirt. Let the healing begin, and thank you guys for all your wishes, and thank you, Gregg, for standing by me and supporting
And
the
for
show.
getting the ball rolling of having people send you cards and letters telling you to get the surgery.
All right. Yes, thank you. Anyways, Despicable.
Movie 2, I think that the title is a little misleading. Grown Ups 2 should be for grown-ups only because it's pretty raunchy. I'd feel strange showing this to a kid, but that said, I'd feel great showing it to an adult, and I think if you're an adult, you should definitely see it. I'd give it 5 bags of popcorn and maybe an empty bag to throw up into because it's kind of a gross-out movie.
All right. The other movie discussed is Pacific Rim.
Disgust is how I felt when I watched Grown Ups 2.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pacific Rim, directed by Guillermo. We are currently selling the On Cinema mug, and it's a really great mug, which I've been enjoying. It's got on the back here. It came from a saying that my guest, Gregg Turkington, said, "Thank God for coffee." And I said, it's like TGIF. And so I say TGFC, or thank goodness for coffee.
The more coffee you drink, the more movies you can watch.
I'm not so much of a coffee guy, but you are a coffee addict, and but you can put anything into this. This is my used mug, so it has some. Actually, it was my wife's, so now I've got everything in boxes. So I just found this the other day, and
Soup is good in it.
mm-hmm, and hot tea. Everyone's going to rush to the theaters to see this movie. It's his best.
I did.
It's funny. I used to go see these movies with my wife, and now I have, this sort of this vacuum, this hole's opened up, and I went to go see the movie with you. That was the first time we've gone to see a movie together, and that was a nice night. We had a nice dinner, went to Carrabba's, and I appreciate your company.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We should do that more often.
Absolutely.
Kind of get more in tune for the show, too, that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ended up talking a lot about other Woody Allen movies, and learned a lot about you.
And about Woody Allen. And I have seen all his movies.
I think if you want to come by tonight, I'm going to probably watch this show Boston Legal.
I still have the leftovers from Carrabba's. I can bring them. We can reheat them.
Before we get into the reviews today, I want to apologize for my behavior last week, and it's just unacceptable for me to say I didn't see these movies. The truth is I did see them, and I was under a lot of stress and pressure with my health and personal life, but I can assure you that I've got some good news about my health, that I'm in good shape, and personal life's a different story, but I want to apologize to you, the audience, and also to my guest today, Gregg Turkington.
No apology necessary. It's just fun to be here and be part of the On Cinema family.
Well, I felt like I put you in a weird spot last week, and I apologize.
I was glad I could cover because I had seen the movies and liked them both quite a bit.
Okay.
I just have to get to 500 in 500 days and then submit my form, and then I'm in the book.
All right, well,
part of history.
Yeah, everybody show Gregg his support, and I'm showing you my support. Is there anything I could do, let me know.
Come to some of the movies with me.
I'd like to, because we actually had I don't want to say a date, we could call it, what do they call it now, bromance, where it was Gregg and I went and had dinner together. It was really nice, and we saw a movie, and I think if you're not doing anything tonight, I'm going to
I am doing something. I was going to go watch the Indiana Jones trilogy on the big screen. Take care of 3 movies. That'll really put me ahead. So you should come along.
I don't want to see 3 movies tonight, but
skip the first one, come for the second 2, and could be fun.
Yeah. What time's the movie at?
First one's at 6:30.
Carrabba's at 5:30.
4:45, because they're kind of slow. I love the movie. I feel bad for Jim Carrey because I feel that an opportunity was lost. When you call a movie a controversial name like Kick Ass, you're going to lose half the audience segment right away. If they called it Kick It and Kick It 2, people would be more likely to take their kids to it.
Kick
and I
butt.
think you do. Even that, I think you want to have something that grandparents feel good about taking the kids to. And I think Kick-Ass is a great movie, but a bad title.
I just
So
got a brainstorm idea. If Jim Carrey's watching, if you could do a movie called Kiss Ass, and he would be the teacher's pet.
that could be funny.
Brown noser type movie where he's the star student, but he would have to be an older student, so it'd be a back to school kind of scenario. And I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'd love to see that movie. So if anybody's writing that movie, let me know. I'd love to be in it too.
That would be wild.
All right.
Because I'd like to announce right here on Cinema that I am launching an effort to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. And this is the first movie that I watched as part of that effort. I watched this last night. I'm doing something called 500 Movies in 500 Days, where I'm going to watch 500 movies in 500 days, get in the Guinness Book. I think I can do it. I watched 2 last night, so I'm already 1 ahead. It has never been done that I know of. This is the official World Records submission form, which I'm going to fill out
Look at that,
a little
Guinness World
closer
Records,
to...
official World Records.
Exactly.
Cool.
I'm not going to fill it out yet. I'm going to wait till I've got 400 films under my belt. And I need 3 witnesses. They don't have to watch the entire movie with me, but they have to verify that I did actually watch the movie. So I could sure use the support of the viewers out there. Some of the movies I'm going to watch at home, that still counts, but a lot of them I'll see in the theater. So if you see me in the theater watching something, come up and wish me luck, cheer me on.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. I'd love to support you with that. And everybody, as Greg said, go out there and get online and find and just show your support for Greg here. And even in the comments here, let us know what you think about this crazy idea to watch 100 movies in
500
movies
in 500 days.
Riddick, directed by David Twohy, T-W-O-H-Y. What the hell? How do you pronounce that? Twohy. Twohy. David Twohy.
Like the old Tweety Bird from the Warner Brothers cartoons.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Okay. Well, I got you something here that kind of a big gift.
Wow.
Open this one first.
Okay. Ooh, it's heavy. Let's see.
No, I think you'll like it. I think it's sort of appropriate since you're such a movie buff. That's a Blu-ray player. It's a brand new Blu-ray player, and that's like the highest technology in terms of DVDs. And
does it have a VHS input as well? No, it's just a blue. Okay, well that's cool.
no, and then this came with it. This is like sort of on top of that. You'd want to.
I have a pretty big VHS collection, a library I've sort of spent my life building, so I don't know if I'm quite ready to make this switch over, but...
Well, this will help you get started, and those are just like a starter pack, so you can get started with, show some of the Marine 3.
Treasure Train,
This
Disorganized...
this one looks funny. Look who's in this one. I thought of you when I saw it. Hoyt Axton, whoever that is, Corbin Burnson, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Ed O'Neill. It's like a gangster comedy. And this is high quality, best picture quality you can ever get. Some of these are 3D too. So that's for you. Got that for a pretty good price.
The shelves I have for my film library are kind of made for more VHS height, so I'm not sure where I would keep these, but maybe put them in storage or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. That's nice. I got you something, which I think you're gonna like.
That should hook up to your TV as well.
Yeah.
HDMI cable.
I think you're gonna like this. It's the one and only official, brand new On Cinema at the Cinema hat, which you can wear to baseball games or wear it on the show would be what I would recommend. And then, since you said you lost yours, I got another one of these babies made up. This is the uniform for future episodes of On Cinema. And
I didn't even
there
get
you
to
go.
open it. He just handed it to me. Traditional stuff would be wrapped.
Frankenstein, well, it's one of the great series up there with Star Wars and Star Trek and the Bond pictures and that sort of thing. I'm a big Frankenstein fan, a Frankenhead, Frankenfreak. I've seen all the Frankenstein movies. I would rank this up there with the best of them. It's nice to see Frankenstein in color, and that's one thing I really liked about this. So many of the old Frankenstein movies are just that, old movies. And they've really turned a corner here with this one. It's in color and it's in 3D. So if you've ever been scared at Frankenstein coming at you, now you're going to be twice as scared. It's a great movie. I would give it 5 bags of popcorn and a couple of those bolts that Frankenstein has in his head.
I enjoy that. Found and arrested and prosecuted, put in jail for abuse of needles. He's a bad guy.
Yes, he is.
We're never going to talk about him again.
So it's back to movies.
Back to movies, and I'm going to try to get through today, and then I'm going to be taking a sabbatical. Can't read any of this here. The Lego
movie.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's nice to be recognized by your peers.
Scheduling note, next week I will not be available for this show. I'm going in for a series of operations, and my doctor said absolutely no work next week for me, pure bed rest.
So there's no episode next week?
I would like to offer you the position of host for next week.
Okay, that sounds neat.
Yeah.
Sure. Just sit in that seat and review some movies.
I will make sure that you have.
I can do that. I usually do my homework. I think I'll be a good host.
You'll make a great host next week, and we'll make sure that you have everything you need. We'll book the guest, and we'll make sure the movie you see, get the movies for you to review.
Who would be who's the guest?
Well,
gonna
we'll
be?
figure that out. I'll find somebody great that knows what they're talking about, and have a great episode for you guys next week. And I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that sounds
Thanks
neat.
for watching.
All right. That's great. Thank you. That's a great opportunity. Yeah.
I am back as the host, but now he is my guest, Gregg Turkington.
Hey guys, yeah, you could still call me a host
No,
sometimes.
you
I
are
know
the
I've broken
guest.
that barrier. So,
Well, thank you so much for filling in for me last week.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great to be back. As
Funny, when I went to see this movie, I got a call from a friend of mine who's another video collector. As you know, I have quite a library of films. He said, "Oh, I'm having a party over here tonight, and I was wondering if I could borrow your copy of Speed." He had a need for Speed, but I wouldn't loan it. I don't loan out videotapes after what happened, but I do.
I'm joined for the entire night by one of the guests on Cinema, whose name is Gregg Turkington. Gregg, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey guys, it's great to be here, and of course this is the year that not only The Hobbit 2 is projected to win all the awards, but that I was actually bumped up to co-host of the Oscar special.
Okay,
and I'm very excited to be here and to help out and to share my expertise.
We want to talk so much about. I got to first of all bring up this outfit you're wearing. This costume I didn't know it was Halloween, but.
Well, I mean, it's Hobbitween, actually. Yeah, this is pretty cool, isn't it? It took some work getting it together, but this is something I might be wearing tomorrow as well, as a lot of people will after
Tell me a
Hobbit
little bit
2
about
wins,
this outfit. You
wins all the awards.
obviously are dressed up as Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit.
Bilbo Baggins, who is sort of the original Hobbit and the best. And Hobbit 2 was the best movie of the year, and we'll be learning a little bit more about that as the night goes on. Throwing my 2 cents in through the night about the activities going on the other side of the world, but we're also going to be checking in with Hollywood too and the Oscars. Now, I'll tell you one thing, the wars of today are the movies of tomorrow. I'd love to see what Steven Spielberg would do with a situation like this. Okay. Yes, I just thank you for that, Gregg, and God forbid we have that kind of nuclear apocalypse that I do foresee, because if you look at turn on CNN or Fox News, and you'll see all the evidence right
Independence Day, did you ever see that?
If we had somebody like, I think we have, it'd be interesting to see. We have a new host, Ellen DeGeneres. I think if the audience, it's a bad choice. It is a bad choice. I think if the Oscars were generous, we'd have Billy Crystal.
Well, if the Oscars did what they're supposed to do, which is focus on movies, you'd have a movie star. In the old days, you'd have people like Bob Hope, John Wayne, people that actually had a movie background and had Oscars under their belt hosting the show. Billy Crystal makes sense, but Ellen DeGeneres has never been in a movie, never won an Oscar.
Well, it's
She's
true.
a TV
That's
person.
such a great perspective. Greg, it is an honor to be here with you, I got to say. Where are we with the Oscars now? I wish my producers would talk.
Oh, we've had one miss, an Oscar miss. Hashtag Oscar miss if you're on Twitter.
Or hashtag Oscars, hashtag on cinema Oscars is the trick to keep in touch with us.
I got to say, Jared Leto, if he was playing Jesus Christ in a revival of Jesus Christ Superstar, that's maybe the look for that. But for winning an Oscar, I think we would have liked to have seen Ian McKellen for The Hobbit 2.
Yeah, I didn't care for Jared Leto. I would love to see him in the Lego movie starring Jared Leto. That's just a little aside. Hi everybody, welcome to our new season of On Cinema at the Cinema. I am Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema
Season 5 with my guest, Gregg Turkington, is back.
Hey guys, good to be here, back in the seat.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time, and it's fun to be back with you.
Too long.
And before we get into the movies, thought we could just get a little update on what's been going on with you.
500 movies in 500 days. Still plugging away at it. We're getting there. Pretty soon we'll have some good news as I enter the Guinness Book of World Records.
I've been going on the internet, and I was looking at the On Cinema Facebook page, and I was reading some of these essays that Gregg Turkington wrote that you've been posting onto the On Cinema Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I really thought they were terrific.
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought they were very well written. I compliment you on
They're
that.
very informative, and I put a lot of work into them. So
And
thanks.
I started thinking about, well, what is the one area of the whole entertainment industry that I don't have a foothold in? And it dawned on me, it was publishing. And I thought, I want to have a publishing company and start publishing books. So it is with great pleasure that I announce I'd like to offer you a book deal to release a series, however you want to do it. But it would be, I imagine, a collection of your essays on film.
I would love to do that. I accept your offer.
I want the show to be about movies and
That's what I've always said.
right. No, I'm on the same page with you on that.
People have reality TV if they want that sort of thing. You know,
Right.
they tune in here for movie reviews and for expertise, and that's always what the focus should have been.
All right, well, let's get into this week's movies. Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Wesley Snipes, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Jack Lemmon, Paul Newman.
Okay, now you're pulling my
Just,
leg,
Dolph
but it is a good
Lundgren.
cast. It is a good cast.
I
is
was
a good
wondering
cast.
if you were paying attention.
Well, I mean, you know, I happen to know my movie trivia as to who's dead and who's alive.
right,
so-
and I like playing practical jokes on you. And
Okay.
some of the audience must be going, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seemed like the practical joke when this real cast was announced.
Right. Well, they all probably just get paid scale because they love doing the work.
Labor of love.
Share it with the world. And
And I'd like to share this with you. It's a bouquet of flowers and
Look at this.
champagne.
Oh,
Celebrate. A toast
geez.
to Decker.
Look at this. Thank
And
you, Greg.
this is something I think you really like is
What's
first
this?
published review of Decker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a good one too.
Yeah. Look at
Frame,
this. The
you can put that up
reviewers
in
are
the-
getting reviewed. This is going up on the Wall of Fame. Put this in my saddlebag and take her back to Jackson Hole. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Man.
Never forget your first review, so you want to save that.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool item.
I thank everybody for really. I shouldn't even get into this because I'm going to start crying. It's just been a really hard couple years, and seeing Decker hit the silver screen has been an honor. And I wouldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, well, thanks. I look forward to doing the next season of Decker and the next season of On Cinema.
I just wanted to say, we haven't talked in a while. I want to say that I wish you the best with On Cinema, and I think you're going to be a great host.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to...
Anybody that's going to be able to do it, it's going to be you, and whatever support you need, you're going to get from me in terms of getting the word out there. And
Are you gonna guess sometimes, Tim?
who knows? My life is so in flux right now. There's a good chance that I can't stay in Jackson Hole because of what happened this week.
Yeah, I
With,
heard
with
about
water
that. I
rights.
didn't wanna-
I can give a shit about movies. I wish Greg the best of luck hosting the show. I'm definitely making Decker. We'll see where the book
You're always
goes.
welcome on as a guest, though, no matter what. The seat is always there for you as a guest.
I'm just gonna grab this and say I have what I want. I have a memento, and we're charging for this. You want to throw that in if people buy, then you pull that out,
All right, that's how we'll do it.
and this stays up for an hour.
All right.
Deal?
Yeah, deal.
That was cool. I didn't know that was coming. You should have told me that was coming.
Yeah.
That was cool.
No, it's kind of a surprise after the whole "oh God" thing. I know we
Yeah.
had some disagreements about that, and I wanted to start this season of On Location off on a good foot.
You
so-
certainly did. I really.
Yeah.
That's neat to get a perspective on that. I didn't. I'm sure people will enjoy that.
Yeah.
You are such a. I want to say one quick thing to you. You're such a fan of Decker, and you know the characters. You know the show.
Oh yeah.
And I would love, since we're spending so much time together now, if I wanted to offer opportunity
Love
to
to
you.
come back as Kington.
Well, not quite that, but if you wanted to help me write some of these ideas, I know you'd have probably some good ideas in terms of what would happen next on the show.
So like screenplay stuff.
Yeah, just doing a lot of writing.
Uh-huh.
Help me out of a bind there. And if that's something that you want to do, come back and play Kingsman and
I'd love to come back.
You know,
we could
that's
find
funny
a way.
that-
If you have an idea for how that would work in it, because I wasn't picturing that he would even be in the story, but if you have an idea where he's
Oh yeah,
in
oh,
there,
yeah, yeah.
then-
No, I have a lot of ideas for Kingston's character, and it's funny that we should be reviewing the Kevin Costner movie because that is kind of what made Kevin Costner who he was. He was the writer and the star and the director and all this sort of thing, you know. So I'd love to come on board on Decker season 2, and I would love to write some more for the character of Kington and also for John Decker and President Davidson.
All right. Well, if I can get your help on the script, I think we'd have a cool deal where you come back. And
I love
we,
that. As long as it doesn't interfere with my movie reviewing tasks.
So
and
all right, cool. This
producing
is
these
cool. We're
outside
gonna go
segments
and shoot in Hawaii and get this thing started. And
All right.
if you're got
Never
a
been
place
to Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, get ready because we're gonna be going there quite a bit. We have a lot of work to do getting this ready for air. We got an air date coming up in a few weeks, so we're going to be kind of popping back and forth so we can do this show too. But it's going to be a great experience now that Gregg Turkington is a big part of is a big part of Decker season 2. Right, that's the show. Everybody, welcome to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema. I'm your host, Tim Heidecker. So great to be back with you here with my special guest, Gregg Turkington.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema.
Gregg, it's good to see. I was going to say it's good to see you again, but I don't know how true that would be because we've been spending a lot of time together.
That's true.
I mean, not that it's just that I've literally been around you pretty much 24/7 now for
And
the
it's
past couple of
your
weeks.
turn to make the popcorn tonight.
All right. Well, we've been going back and forth between here and Hawaii, my timeshare in Hawaii, while we're shooting. We got a couple of episodes of Decker in the can, and I got to tell you, it has been so much fun. It's exactly what I dreamed it would be. It's coming along real well. And back here, the home front, staying at Gregg's apartment, has been an interesting experience. This guy, no question about it, is a movie buff because he's constantly watching movies. And it's driving me nuts a little bit because the other night, I ended up taking over his bedroom because I said, if you're going to be watching movies constantly in that living room, then why don't I move into your bedroom and make that sort of my own master suite, little one studio apartment almost, and that's what we've been doing. So at least when I'm here in LA, I can have some peace and quiet. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know, it's cool. I mean, sometimes I want to get in there and access some of the movies. I have a lot of movies on shelves in there, and I don't want to wake you up, so I can't get to it. But since I have lots of movies in the living room, I just watch something else.
He's very talented for his age, and I wish him the best. And, anyway.
You could play the baby in Blondie. Remember the old Blondie comic strip? If they ever make a movie of
I'm
that.
sure they were going to reboot that. They reboot it all. So I can almost see Meg Ryan or somebody like that playing that part.
Blondie.
I'd like to welcome my, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to call him Mike, the co-host of this special. He deserves that title, and I'm so proud to have him as a friend and a roommate and everything else he is to me. He is a real film buff, and that's going to be so valuable as we go through tonight's show because we're going to be turning to him for all kinds of expertise and sort of analysis on the movies. And I'd like to bring him out to you tonight. I know you guys know him. He's been on the show before, and I want to welcome him right now. It's Mr. Gregg Turkington. So let's bring him out as the co-host of the On Cinema Oscar special that we're having right now, the 3rd annual Oscar special. Look at this.
I made a special on
Cinema Oscar special.
Oscar special cake.
All right, we'll have to eat that. All right. I just want to say, Gregg, thank you so much for being a part of the On Cinema family. You're almost sort of like the uncle for us.
Or the brother.
Yeah. And it's great you're here tonight. We got so many fun things planned. I got to tell you, though, I'm trying to become more connected with people I know, and it's a rare opportunity. You get to do this live, and you get to tell people how you feel. And I wanted to tell you something that's going to make you embarrassed. It's probably going to make your cheeks rosy and red, but I love you, and I love you as a friend, and I want to wish you the best of luck on the special tonight and watch the cake.
Well, it's all about the movies,
Yeah.
and so that's nice to know.
Yeah, we're going to have so much fun tonight. We got so much planned, so much to get to. I was wondering, do you think, now I hate to think of worst case scenarios, but in terms of there being an attack on the Oscars tonight, that is the worst case scenario tonight, don't you think? Because
Well, it
there's
is,
been a
'cause
lot
there's
of
so much
talk about
talent there.
ISIS and Charlie Hebdo and these bad terrorists who come out of the woodwork and rain terror on some of our greatest institutions. If they were to attack tonight, would it completely upset the Oscars? Or would it, I mean, obviously it would if you had bombs and shootings and things at the Oscars. I think that would be awful.
Well, it would
And
change
we
the
pray that
movies
that
that,
doesn't
we
happen
saw in
tonight.
the future, because a lot of the writers and directors of some of the series that have been popular would be gone, so you'd have to start from scratch. I don't know if the Bond people are at the Oscars tonight. They might be spared. In a way, it would sort of be a blessing in disguise for them. By never getting nominated for an Oscar, they would be spared from the terrorism.
I'm trying to word this the right way. If you were a part of the enemy, if you were an ISIS combatant, and you were able to sneak into the Academy Awards, who would you go after first?
I have to wait till the Oscars are over and see if anybody defeats The Hobbit. I mean, if somebody defeats The Hobbit, they would definitely be at the top of the list, because it's just unfair when you have a movie that's critically acclaimed, that's commercially acclaimed, for it to get shut out. And I already felt that Sir Ian not getting the Best Supporting Actor award was a slap in the face to all that is good about the movies.
Well, word of warning, let no one mess with our Oscars. And they hopefully they have the security to prevent such a horrible attack to happen.
Well, as you saw in my
But you never
segment, they
know.
do have good security there, and I think that we can sleep well tonight knowing that.
We'll be right back.
I can't see anything now.
We should go to commercial, I think. We can go
Yeah.
to commercial.
I can't really
Go to
see.
commercial because he's not seeing where he is.
The segment's kind of ruined.
If he can't see where he is, then he can't talk about where he is.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Do you feel more like Decker now, or more like?
You know, I got to say, I'm able to kind of get in between that sort of place where I can easily slip in if I'm not too
There
careful.
he is. He's back now. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I won't because we're here to talk about movies. And,
Waking you up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Who would you be? Would you be Tim, or would
That's a
you
good
be
question.
Decker?
That is a good question. I don't think it's me. I am always me, and I'm just in a great mood. You know, we've been having so much fun putting this show together. Ayaka and Tom Cruise Heidecker, my child, they're back in my life. We're all putting the pieces back together, staying over at Gregg's, and thanks for putting up with us. And
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's nice having you around, and if we weren't so busy with Decker, we maybe catch up on some movies at home, you know?
yeah, but it's a madhouse over there. I tell you what, if anybody out there has kids, they'll know that it is nuts.
There's
It's
a lot of
work.
videotapes for Tom to dig through, and
Right,
I
and a lot of-
appreciate that.
A lot
but-
of toys and everything. It's just like jumping into the deep end with the fatherhood stuff has been wild. Chris Rock is giving him hell. I think it's funny.
And sometimes, as time goes on, they slip through the cracks. This one is one of them. It's Christian Slater in Cuffs from 1991. 1 hour, 42 minutes. I gotta say, this is a funny movie. Bruce Boxleitner. Yeah, I liked this one. Anyway, if you have
All
a
right,
chance
well,
to
that
see
was-
Cuffs,
that was
I
a miss.
recommend it.
Let's keep our eye on how many of those we do. Let's do this. It's the Tom Cruise Memorial Arts Fund, and that's in his memory.
So to give to students and things? or-
We give to projects that we determine meet certain criteria of creativity and patriotism and love of country. And tonight is much like, you know, the Oscars do the Irving Thalberg Award and everything. We're going to do the first annual Tom Cruise Jr. Memorial Arts Fund presentation. And
Filmmakers and like
it's
young,
yes,
young
we have
filmmakers
a
or young-
wonderful, it's our first.
'cause he loved movie.
He loved
acting
movies, and he was
and-
great. I saw him in Decker versus Dracula. One of the highlights of that was Tom Cruise Jr. I thought
was
he did
great.
a terrific job.
And I have the outtakes too.
So tonight, tonight we have the honor. I have the honor of presenting the first annual. Do you want to come out for this, or it might be nice if you come out for this because it is you know, I'm locked in with you with this money and stuff. Our back at it, folks, and that's the good news. Thank you. Hold on to that. We are Decker is back. Love for you to be involved in some capacity. I don't know what that is yet, but how many people are excited about this? Special Agent Kington. We have taken.
Special Agent Kington is back.
On a constant basis. Every time I leave the apartment, people are stopping me on the street. I get pulled over. People are wondering, what is the future of Decker 3? Well, the new season of Decker is coming. A big caveat there, and a big announcement to make is you, sir, Gregg Turkington, will be in charge of the franchise. I've given keys to the kingdom over to you, and Gregg
I'm excited about it.
Turkington here will be directing and writing and producing the entire affair. I tossed and turned. I woke up. I said, he was right. I need to move on. I need to forgive. And so I'm saying to you right now, I forgive you for the things you said to me during the trial, and I forgive to some degree Mark, and I don't forget some things in that department is why we're shutting things down. But a lot of what he said stuck, and I just want to move past it. If you want to move past it, I'm all for it.
Presented behind us or represented through my outfit tonight, which
I was going to ask you, because this is not an appropriate look. I mean, normally I would say it's a bad look. You look like you look a little off. Well, show them the tie. Can we do a close-up of the tie? Because that's an actual Jaws tie.
This is I'm a living movie poster tonight. If I stand next to the Jaws 2 poster, you'll see, look at the white, look at the red from the Jaws 2, and then this represents the shark itself and the water.
It's a look, for sure, and we're happy to have you here.
If you were, the average person would say, oh, who's that eccentric, gentleman walking down the street? But a movie buff would say, where have I seen this before? Aha, on the Jaws movie poster.
Oh, well, good for you. A latest Star Wars movie.
Well, yeah.
Which I don't even know what it was called this time. What did they
It's called the George Lucas ripoff.
So, as some of you know, George Lucas has been making these Star Wars movies, making a lot of money off them. And what's happened now is we've discovered, I haven't seen the movie. I refuse to see the movie. We've gotten good reports, good intelligence that there's a character in this latest Star Wars movie called
Jonathan Kington.
No, it's called the Master Codebreaker.
Master Codebreaker.
So what that means to all you Decker heads out there, that means that Mr. Lucas went in almost like a cat burglar would and stole wholesale from our pockets, and he pickpocketed us with the original Codemaster character. So it's a shame on him. What we're going to do tonight is a mock trial, and we will try. It does not be a legally binding thing. It's not like the real George Lucas is going to end up going to jail, but we're going to simulate the trial of George Lucas tonight.
As it would happen.
As it would happen, and we've worked hard to make it right. So maybe the state of California will pay attention and do something about this, because it's a shame. And it's a shame, and we're all here. Joe's going to help us out. Joe, do we want to... Everybody, welcome back to the 5th annual On Cinema Oscar special. It is a lot of fun to be here in Hollywood, California. I'm here with my guest, Gregg Turkington, who's
Hey, guys.
representing, if you're just tuning in, he's representing all things Jaws. What an exciting year it is for the Jaws family, Jaws the shark and all the rest. And this is a big year for them.
Just the tip of the iceberg, and I realized there wasn't a movie where Jaws was involved with an iceberg, but if there's ever a Jaws 6, that might be what they do.
Well, Jaws, here you go. Mr. Flint, final question. Do you recall a character in the movie called the Master
Codebreaker, Jonathan Kington.
Yes, I do.
Did it remind you of the character of the Master Codebreaker from Decker? Did it remind you of the character Master Codebreaker from Decker?
Yes, it did very much.
Was it a ripoff of the character Jonathan Kington from Decker?
Yes.
No further questions.
No more further questions, Mr. Heidecker? All right,
I have a question. Do you think George Lucas, with all his money and resources, that created the whole Star Wars franchise, it's pretty sad that at this point he's resorting to taking characters from our
show rather than coming up with something on his own?
Good question.
It does seem that way a bit, yes. I would say.
No, next witness, please. I want to thank you for being supportive. I'm committing myself to the Victorville experience. I'm here now full time. I've gotten myself away from Dr. Sand. Greg here is letting me stay at the Victorville Film Archive, which has been very generous of you to let me crash there as I rebuild. And I am so lucky to have this second chance. I really am.
Well, let's review some movies.
I loved it, and I give it 5 bags of popcorn too, and I love you. I love you for being there.
I love that you put me in this position here in Victorville to run this theater, and we just finished the...
I want to tell you. I want to look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. I want to tell you something. Your heart's beating like crazy. Here, look at me. Look at me.
I looked at you plenty last week.
Come here. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. I want to tell you. I love you.
I mean, I'm glad to hear it, because what we're doing here in Victorville, I think...
All right. Well, you're a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a real...
Well, thanks. No,
salt of the
I'm
earth.
glad that you put that stuff in the past, and you can focus on movies and focus on this great theater that we've built together. You got to see what we got coming in September. I think you're going to be spending a lot more time in Victorville.
Well, I love Dakar, and I love Axiom and Manuel, Vinny and Nick. I love you guys, if you're watching. I love Greg, and I even love Ayaka, even though she's not speaking with me.
And
I'm really
I
happy
think
to be
you'll
alive.
love the child. That
see
was
where that
sad.
goes.
That was so sad. And again, Dr. Sand was at the center of that whole mess with what happened to your last child. But with him in our rearview mirror, I think we can move forward. I think Ayaka will be happy to hear that Dr. Sand is out of your life.
Well, I got you. I got your eyes here, so I love you. It's ridiculous to think that I'm supposed to take responsibility for any of this, especially when it comes to jail and all that shit. And I'm going to fight this to the end. So I know you guys will be there for me. I've had worse come at me, and just like Rambo from last week, we take them down one by one. And that's because I got you guys out there supporting me every step of the way. And my brother back here hanging in there tight, being there no matter what. And Axiom and Manuel and everybody.
Joe Estevez.
Joe has been great, and if Mark ever shows his head, I know he's got my back too. Eastwood, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Charlie Day, and you almost wonder if on set they're going back and forth with, Charlie Day, make my day. That's my dad's line, something Clint Eastwood would say. He'd say, make my day from Dirty Harry.
I'm sure they were doing that.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of neat.
Bit of movie magic.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Next, take a minute and just remember that
If you-
we are here to talk about, we are live and we are here in
Talk about
spirit
movies.
and to talk about movies and to give you the opportunity to share those, not that information, the great information. That's why I've had you on the show for so long. That's why I've kept you, even though I should have, against all my best judgment, should have set you free and let you get on and get you out of my life. But you have come with such expertise, folks. And that's why he's here over and over and over again. And you are the judge, okay? And you are the buff.
Okay.
And three cheers to that.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you for that. And this year it's Kramer versus Kramer. Talk to us about.
Did you see the displays that we have here of
I
some
did.
precious memorabilia
Well,
from
talk
the
about
movies?
Kramer versus.
and then
Let me see that.
This is actually
This is-
the first edition VHS. So this is the rare one. Of course,
You
the
haven't
movie
even
that's
coded it
popu-
yet. It doesn't
No,
have
no.
the red
Well, I'm
tape
not going
on
to
it.
put tape on this cover.
Let's see that.
This is actually a first edition of the first video release of Kramer versus Kramer.
That's like brand new. You've got
They
this.
are
like-
issuing it every couple of years with new packaging and things, and it keeps selling because it's a classic movie. It doesn't get better than Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep.
And there he is,
and
Justin Henry, who's
Justin
coming up on
Henry,
the
who's
show,
going to
right?
be here hopefully
That's unbelievable. And this is like
He has
it's
a-
like brand new.
soon. Well, it's in good shape because
Yeah.
it's in our archive. We don't
I should put
keep-
this on. I take this and put this on eBay.
No. We're going to actually take a look at it. We're going to take a look at this tape a little bit later to set up an interesting segment that I have, which is the one that people are going to be talking about for years to come. I don't know if I want to give any of it away now or if we keep it a surprise, but something very magical is going to happen here tonight.
And you have all kinds of movies over here.
Yeah,
Use all
welcome to the VFA. Finally,
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
the first time you visited
well-
the VFA except to drop a match on an earlier version of it.
And you have all the Oh, how many Oscar winners are here? Do we have?
A lot of these movies won Oscars, and movies that won Oscars are all here. I mean, here's Mrs. Doubtfire, here's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Jurassic Park, Forrest Gump, of course, Jack Nicholson, one of your favorites, in The Border.
Great. Yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, everybody. It's one of the great movies.
Batman.
And by the way,
Full
Whaleman's
Monty,
in
Sling
town.
Blade,
We're promoting.
Armageddon. Come over here, Tim. There's more over here.
I just want to promote.
Get an energy drink here, Mark.
Yeah, give
John's
him
here,
one of
everyone's
the
here.
Quick Bite energy,
Yeah, man.
5 hour energy drink.
Might perk you up.
All right. Well, take a minute. You got the wind knocked out of you, that's for sure.
And the wind
Glad-
knocked into him, really.
Yeah, really, yeah, but that's true. Wind Beneath Your Wings, Bette Midler. Beaches, Barbara Hershey.
Thank you, finally.
All right, let's talk about the.
Ultimate clone movie. But he also had Double Decker, which made a splash in its own way and really kind of was plagiarized
Once
from
again-
in the making of this movie. Hollywood turns to
Once
Decker.
again, they dip into that pot. We've seen
where we
it
agree.
time and time again.
If
If no
you-
one's doing anything about it. Joe, make a mental note that we
If
have to
you put
investigate,
Deck-
put it in the investigations wing of the company, is we got to start looking into how these Hollywood companies are basically pilfering from our stockade.
They get hold of the script. If you put the script side by side, some of the scenes in Double Decker, some of the scenes in this are, I got to say, identical.
Right.
So
Almost
that's
like
the
the-
real Clone War right there.
Sort of a dark day here with the On Cinema family. I went to go see so-called Mr. America with Tony, who you got to know a little bit in the movie, after our broadcast last week, and deeply disappointed, I think would be the first way to say it. And Greg's here with me. Greg and I have been talking about this.
This is
and,
one movie we agree on.
Yeah, and it was a real hit job. And Josh Lorton is, he's up on that high list of rats. I'm talking about rats. We talk about D.A. Rossetti and others. But
Axiom and Manuel.
no. Nobody's more loyal than them. First of all, let's get it out of the way. 0 bags of popcorn from me for Mr. America, directed by Josh Lorton, starring Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington and Tony Newman. And there isn't much I want to say about this except avoid at all costs. This is so full of mischaracterization, so full of lies, so full of, you see in the movie that I specifically tell Josh what he can and can't use. Forget what I signed. There has to be a level of respect towards me that he just blew through.
He shouldn't have used any of that footage that he secretly filmed of you, especially when he had stuff that
Oh,
was
that's completely against the law.
It's against
And-
the law, but he had stuff that was totally legal that he filmed at the VFA. Hours and hours of this stuff that was completely legitimate to use, and he didn't use that. Instead, he uses the stuff that's illegal.
Well, it's all out of context.
They do a Best Character award, which they've been talking about for years.
I wondered why they didn't cast. I'm wondering why they didn't cast Lisa Minnelli as the part. It would have been a little more respectful,
From
keep it in the
Cabaret,
family, yeah.
and
I think that was the only film she
Arthur.
made. From the Victorville Film Archive.
From VFA Classics.
Yes.
We actually have a new release that I wanted to give you the first copy of, because I think you're going to actually like this.
Yeah, thank you. That one has the newest Star is Born out. I'm not sure how you get away with selling that.
Well, because if you look at the list of public domain movies, you see A Star is Born is listed. Look it up on Wikipedia under public
Well,
domain
right.
movies.
This Star is Born maybe, but anyways, good luck with the.
And I also have a present for you because I feel like we've gotten off to a bad start for this season. And when I saw this thing through one of my sources, I thought, you know what, I could wear this, but I think I know a certain co-host who would like to wear it a lot more. So here you go.
What is this?
right, cut the horn. Yeah, turn the horn off.
Hey guys!
There he is. We'll stay there for a sec. What is this now with the mobile VFA big entrance?
The mobile VFA has arrived. It's movie time!
And what is you've got Arthur on the top there. What's going on with your mobile VFA? And you're dressed like the jokester from
Hey,
the
guys.
Batman movies.
Looks like a trash bag. She comes out of the trash, she's in leather. Oh, I could watch this again and again. It just tickles the shit out of me. Watch this. This is my favorite part. Watch this asshole. He's running. Where's he going? Goodbye. He's down. Down on the ground. Oh, I loved it. Funny. Funny movie.
Yeah.
And cheers to those guys for putting it, for whoever put it together. I don't know how they make these movies, but they knocked it out of the park. Great movie, funny movie. 5 bags of popcorn. It's an easy one. And a couple of cups of soda because my throat was sore afterwards. I was screaming so hard. This lady behind me said, "Shut up! What's the matter with you?" I was screaming like an idiot the whole time. You had to have thought that was funny, this movie, The Hustle.
You know, I thought it was one of the funniest movies of all time. I agree with you. And it actually kind of upset me. Tim called me up, and he was going on and on about this movie. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. And of course, I'd already seen it a couple days earlier, but it was the first time that he's ever called me to talk about movies, and I was kind of touched by this. He really loved this movie.
I really
And then I
did.
started thinking about it, and I actually got mad. I just got really angry because he told me that he's sitting in the theater laughing, enjoying himself, which is all we're asking for from a movie, and that people were telling him to be quiet.
Yeah,
People
it
were
was-
acting like he was crazy.
Yeah.
And I say those people are crazy. You are doing what we all aspire to do, which is to have a great time at the movies. That's what it's all about. I salute this movie. I give it 100 bags of popcorn.
Wow.
Just for bringing that out in you and really allowing you to enjoy the movies for the first time in
We are having to recast the king that Joe Estevez was playing because
So you're
he's
on the outs
changed
with
his
Joe
phone
as
number.
well.
He changed his phone number because I was calling him and texting him about this, and then suddenly it's a dead number and somebody's saying I'm not.
Unbelievable, the disrespect. For Joe Estevez to stab you in the back as well as me is the highest level of betrayal I think I've ever seen. Maybe there's a couple people, honestly, here tonight who kind of qualify for that.
Yeah, like Axiom Emanuel, who betrayed
Well,
the world
Axiom
by
for
playing all
sure.
that horrible music.
And I've forgiven him to a degree, but in another way, in a sort of a more significant way, I haven't, which has been kind of an interesting journey. But anyway.
What is the only Hitchcock movie with an unknown running time?
Unknown run. I would have to say, boy, I mean, it's if you're saying that no one's seen number 13, then it would have to be
That's
that.
it, number 13, because
Yeah.
it was never finished, so it
Well,
was never released either, so of course it has no running time. And I guarantee if it did have a running time, it wouldn't be 13 minutes. Probably 113 minutes
Yeah.
would be appropriate. Or even 80 minutes, because that's the year
Well,
that
let me just
Hitchcock
say,
died, was 1980.
let me say, because we are honoring Alfred Hitchcock, who is turning 100 this year, and I think it's important to remember that without Hitch, we wouldn't have horror, we wouldn't have thrillers, we wouldn't have mysteries, we'd have none of that. He is the king of horror and the king of mysteries.
And Friday the 13th, that series wouldn't exist.
Right.
Nightmare Before Christmas wouldn't exist. Nightmare
On Elm Street.
wouldn't exist. The Halloween movies wouldn't exist.
But-
And these are beloved movies that
Yeah.
wouldn't exist. So you got to tip your
The
hat
other thing,
to
yeah,
Hitchcock.
he's such an innovator. One of the big innovations he made is he was the first director, and I don't know if this is confirmed or not. Was he in the number 13 movie? Do we know?
We believe he was. My sources say he was.
He was the first director of all time to feature himself in the movie. Turned almost like a selfie stick. He turned the camera on himself. And so here is our tribute to all the great directors who have made the choice to turn the cameras on themselves, and let's honor this.
Director cameos, they call it.
Cameos.
That's the official movie
It's a little
term
bit
for
of
it.
it's an insider tip to what makes movies great. Seeing a little bit of the director. Let's take a look at this segment. Tribute to director cameos.
No, how about somebody spending 2 weeks in the hospital without one visitor? And that's just.
I didn't think, I just assumed you didn't want me to visit because you never do, so I would have brought you this, but it's just that usually if I text you or call you, you don't respond, so I just assume,
I regret behaving that way.
and also Axe and Manuel always seem like that's who you'd rather spend time with, so.
Yeah, well, they have been really, I don't know what I did to them, but it's like the wall went up, and I don't know what's going to happen there.
Well,
But
I've said that about those
this is
guys
the
all
only
along.
Christmas gift, and it's not Christmas anymore, but it's the only Christmas gift. It's the only Christmas gift I'm going to get this year.
I think you're gonna like it, and well, we'll just see what you think, but it could be part of a new life for you.
What the hell is it? Oh. I don't know what this is. Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. What is it?
It's a tea set.
Oh, this.
It's a promotional tea set for the Divine Sisters, the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
I don't know what that is. Is that a?
That's a movie. It's a popcorn classic. We've had it on the show as a popcorn classic. But this is, you're going to love this because since you're not drinking that swill water anymore, you can use this pitcher to make some iced tea. Comes with the Divine Sisters of the Yaya Sister of the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood tea. So it's a starter kit of 4 bags, and then you can brew it.
It's pretty nice.
And you've got the
People see that
pitcher,
there?
the glasses. You can make ice cubes, and it's everything you need. It's a complete kit, and of course, watch the movie while you have the tea. But movie takes place sort of in the South, where iced tea is a thing. So,
Okay,
pretty cool gift that you. Oh,
I'm so sorry about that.
make sure that the shards of glass aren't in the drinking glasses, because obviously if you pour tea and one of the glasses broke and put glass into
so
the
sorry.
drinking
I'm
glass,
so
then you're
sorry.
going to drink glass, and then you're going to be back in the hospital. And those are the tea bags, so.
I'm so sorry that I ruined
Wow.
your gift, and I fuck everything up.
Well, you know what? Let's prove that you don't fuck everything up by having an episode that goes exactly according to the original plan for this show, which would be to review some movies, do a popcorn classic, which today will be 10 popcorn Christmas classics, and discuss movies. And that's actually the reverse of fucking everything up. It's actually making everything right. So let's talk movies. What did you think?
Thank you for the gift.
But I'm assuming you didn't see the movie. And
No, I haven't. I was, yeah.
Did you catch any movies at the hospital? I know a lot of times they have cable TV and.
I don't remember much, and I just watched kind of the news. But seriously, thank you for being a friend to me and sticking with this, and thank you. I don't know what else to say. Nobody else wanted to come, and you've been a good person.
I'll tell you what, when we're done here, let's go get dinner and go to the movies.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like somewhere to just kind of get back on my feet a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said you don't like my place, but it's definitely open to you if you need a place to stay.
I would like that.
And you know that.
I would like that.
And turn the calendar back, turn the date back so you can enjoy Christmas. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's
talk movies.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on 10 years of movie expertise. Greg Turkington, everybody. Let's hear it.
Congratulations on finally focusing on what's actually important, which is the movies.
Well, listen, I wanted to start tonight with a peace offering. You've really been a good friend to me, and you've gotten me through the past few months and gotten me back on my feet. And I don't know where I'd be without you. So I wanted to get you a little something. This is a gift for you, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
This will be kind of fun.
Doesn't feel like a tea set.
No, but we appreciate that.
It's a cool item.
Iced tea set, yeah. So see if we can get that open.
Oh,
Yeah, show everybody.
wow.
So this is, well, you explain.
This is cool.
So Bombadil is, well, I just read about it, and if you're not familiar with Bombadil, it is a character from the Lord of the Rings movies that for some reason didn't make it into the original films. And
We're just waiting.
yeah, and the good news is they are bringing it soon with James Corden is going to be playing Bombadil, and I don't know when it's going to come out, but those are good for whenever they do come out. And
Popcorn's on me that night.
yeah, great.
You keep yours, I'll keep mine, and then we'll use them at the theater when it happens.
Thank you very much. Of course, we all know Spencer in
Pinocchio 3000, which
is 20 years old. So we always like to do this for our big movies. We got happy 20th anniversary happy birthday to Pinocchio 3000.
And I wish they do Pinocchio 3020 this year. That would make sense.
Yeah. And again, tonight we are honoring Pinocchio. We got a lot of fun in store. So Merry Christmas to you, and thank
Merry
you very
Christmas,
much.
and also moving it into the direction that it always should have been going, which is movie-centric. We have this opportunity now to have more movie reviews each episode, more popcorn classics, and to launch Movie House.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this because this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got a chance to check this out today for the first time. Tell us a little bit about Movie House because this is really neat.
Before we do that, I have Christmas presents for you and Tony.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And the top one, that one's for you,
Okay.
and this is for Tony.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you.
Hint, it's not a book.
If you're getting the massage from Peter, you can ask him about it. So give us a call to schedule your massage. And Peter does it really great.
Yeah, he was wonderful.
Great last night
Helped
after
us
our
out a lot.
bath.
Yeah.
I also want to say, usually I wouldn't promote something like this on the show, but because of the royalty situation that we have, where I get $1 of each bottle from the body oil goes directly to the VFA, which we use to acquire videotapes. So with some of the pricing that I have access to, we're getting 2 tapes for every bottle sold. So that's a good way you can help the VFA is to purchase this stuff.
Anyways, this is a great way to support Newman Massage, a great way to support Movie House because of your royalty. All right, well, let's get into the movies.
Please keep buying this stuff, and let's fill every shelf in this house with more movies.
Oil. Set the mood here and establish that we are now live back in the Movie House and happy to be here. Happy to be joined by my guest here, who's an expert on all things Oscars. And just to recap, in case any of that outside got lost in the winds and everything, but we have so much in store for today. Obviously, the big world premiere of the new movie that I've made, and you're going to be so happy with it.
And this is the first time in motion picture history that a movie has premiered during the Oscars. It's also the first time that a movie has premiered in the house that it was filmed in on Oscar night.
Well, you're going to love it, and I think everyone's going to be really impressed with how it turned out, but no spoilers. That's
Especially the zombie heads, because Zombie 2 came out in 1979. This is one of the biggest gaps between the original and the sequel, Zombie 2 too.
So we're getting the upstairs 5-bag, is it 5-bag, Movie House 5-bag screening room, theater.
Kind of the soft opening of Movie House in general. So we're going to have the big premiere up there. You can see this theater that Mark has been working so hard at constructing, and great sound.
Dolby is going to be very jealous.
Nice. Well, that's exciting.
We, as you probably know, have various.
Question for you though. Here's kind of an interesting question: is Leela or is Stitch? Is Stitch a lovable character or not? Because he causes a lot of trouble and stuff.
That's a good question. We should put that out to the audience out there. Write in and let us know your thoughts on that question.
Lovable.
I went down to the theater to see it, and it was a 11 a.m. matinee, and the usher came by and he said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm here to see this movie." And he got his manager. The manager came over, and I said, "Listen, I'm here to." He's like, "You don't have kids?" I said, "No, I don't. I do, but I don't. I did as well, as you know, and I do in a lot of ways, but they're not here." And he said, "Well, we can't have you here."
Why is that?
Well, you asked they thought it was something suspicious about it, which there wasn't, and they asked me to leave, and I didn't want to get into it, and I was exited from the theater.
What theater was that? Because I don't
want to dox this place, but it was a major brand. Anyways, this doesn't seem like it's for me, anyways. But if you do have really small kids, it seems like it's the movie for you. So.
No, I think this is good for anybody, and I think that theater manager should be ashamed of himself. And you should let me know what it is, and I will get my true blue film buffs on the case, and we will have a word with this guy. And
I will talk about that with you.
No
off
one
the
should
air.
be turned away from a movie.
All right. Well, why don't we wrap things up here?